What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Motortown. And today is an exciting day, as I have been doing some things in the background to prepare for this for quite a while. And we are finally going to get the last piece of the puzzle for us to have a Terra made and then go deliver that big behemoth somewhere on the map. Been doing this, or trying to do this, for a very long time. I know the depot kind of took up a lot of our time, but like I said, I've been doing some things in the background, some other deliveries and supply runs, and having the NPCs run their thing to get us to where we're at now, to where basically the only thing that I need to deliver is steel coils, which I have never messed with as of yet. So that'll be fun, getting those loaded onto this trailer and then having those delivered, because I've never used that little, I guess, forklift looking thing that is able to pick them up and put them on. And then getting it delivered, having that thing made, which I think takes a little bit anyway, so we'll skim through that, and then finding out where I can go deliver that and putting that on the trailer will be interesting as well. So it should be a really good episode, and then depending on time, I'd like to round it out with doing a tow truck job, just because, like I said, I need to get back to the roots of what I really enjoy, which this has been a lot of fun, don't get me wrong. I love driving the semi-trucks and doing a lot of these other jobs, but I still, of all of them, love the record jobs the most. These jobs are really fun, though. I've come to appreciate, like, running containers and things of that nature more, because I've been doing them more. But yeah, so that's the plan for the episode today. Now, you know how Murphy's Law is and plans, right? If it can go wrong, it will go wrong, and we may have to adjust, because I don't really, you know, script these things out. I just turn on the game. I have an idea of what I want to do, and I press record, and then whatever happens, happens. So I try to keep it as real with you guys as possible. So that's the goal. That's the plan. We'll see how it is, and again, time, because I try to keep my videos at the same time. Not too short, not too long. Somewhere in the middle, so that I think that's a good consensus so far. A lot of people don't seem to complain with how I've been doing things, so that's the goal. So, like I said, we are arriving here. It's less than 2 miles away. I'd probably already been there if I wasn't behind this damn Atlas, but we're gonna get here on site, load up these coils. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I have 3 to load. That should be interesting, because I'm pretty sure they are very, very heavy. And I really haven't done many upgrades to this trailer. It's just, I bought it and that was it. Maybe I stiffened the springs, I don't remember, or I widened it a little bit, like the stance, or spacing rather, sorry. Other than that, I don't recall doing anything. But again, I don't remember anyway, so I know videos have been very light as of late, and I apologize for that. It's just, man, life has been throwing non-stop curveballs, and it's just been very, very, very busy. So I've not had a chance to sit down and play games and then do the editing and all that fun stuff. So it takes time, but it is what it is. We're getting there. I will be back to normal and putting out more stuff on a fairly regular basis. I should, as long as life works with me a little bit, we should be okay. But hope everyone's doing well. Like I said, I'll be arriving on to the factory here momentarily. We'll get this thing loaded up, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So stand by. We'll get over there and see how much of a hassle it's going to be getting these things on here. So it should be fun. I would think, let's just I may regret this later, but I think if I just pull in head first right here, it should be okay. Alright, that'll work. Yep. Terra factory steel coil. So then I put one at a time. Well, that stinks. Hopefully that lasts a while, so let's see. Oh, okay. Backward steering like a real forklift. So let's lower that just a tad. Shift V. Oh, there you go. Okay. You'd think there'd be like a sound or something. So. All right. Shift F. I would assume that there's a sound and maybe just my game is not registering it or something. I don't know. But I'm going to try to get this thing all the way up in the air so that so that way we can position this on the trailer and spread this out so the trailer is not an absolute disaster driving, because like I said, I think this is really, really heavy. And this is slow. Oh my god. So I think the first one I'm going to put right over the rear set of wheels. Shift forward. What I think I'm going to do, though, is see if I can shove this thing over just to, like, center it, if possible. I don't know how that's going to work, though. See how it's off? All right. 1 down. 2 to go. All right, I think that'll do. Look at how much that squats it. Okay. 2 down, 1 more to go. Like I said, I think if we just do right like there, over that 3rd axle like that, that should be okay. Oh my god, look at how off that is. Man, should I fix that first one? Yeah, I think I may have to fix the first one. All right. just in case it feels like the other one moved on me, because I really didn't think the first one was that messed up, but there you go. All right, and I think, whoops, that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Yep. I hope the spacing's all right, but yeah. Well, guess we're gonna find out, right? All right, well, now that we got those loaded, should just be able to turn around this way. 7 miles, not that bad of a run. We should be able to get where we need to go, get this thing dropped off, and then, like I said, I know the Terra itself does take a little bit of time to build, so yeah, it's not bad. I think I did a pretty good job considering. Could have brought the last one or the middle one, spaced them out a little bit more, but we'll see how the thing handles. I think I did it correctly. Whoop, 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 whoop. I know I could smash through this, but trying to play it right. But I did see a couple of images or things on the open playtest that people do. Like I said, I don't participate in that stuff, but really excited about some future updates. We're getting a new semi, which kind of looks like a newer version of like a modern day Freightliner or something like that, so that'll be really cool. Kind of excited. I may buy one just because it does look cool, man. But the main thing that I am interested in the most is the I'll get this on too, is the car carrier that I saw. I've talked about it in another video where, like, I saw it at the harbor. And it was just like a static thing. It just sat there. It's like a over-the-head, you know, car carrier where you can carry like up to, I think, 6 vehicles or something. Oh man, that'll be so much fun. I think that's definitely something I'm gonna have to buy. And I don't remember the YouTuber. I apologize. Smaller channel. His paint scheme was like black and purple. He was showcasing it. So I was watching his video, and it looked like it was cool, but very, very expensive. I think like over $400,000. So yeah. Even though right now I'm sitting decent with the amount of money that I have, but I haven't bought anything else. So definitely going to be buying some more things. That's going to be one of them, because that's going to absolutely help the transporting of cars and whatnot, which I really like to do. That's so much fun for me. I don't really know why, but I just think it's cool. We'll literally be able to go to the harbor and load up pretty much every vehicle there, depending. I mean, sometimes they have, you know, way too big of a vehicle that's going to fit, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see, and you got to plan your routes and stuff, so it'll be fun. It'll be definitely, the more things that they add to this game, the better for sure. And I'm gonna have to, like I said, on my own, build some other depots, some smaller depots, just because it gets so annoying now that I have a decent amount of company trucks running in the background. Whoa, we gotta slow down for this. Stopping all the time and like you know, resetting the health on the vehicles. Like, I wish you could just automatically do that. Like, I know that's the point of the depot, but they should give you an option to, you know, turn it on where it's like, if it gets below a certain point, it's okay to just automatically charge. And you could just think of that as like, yeah, the driver went to a garage itself or something. I still think that our depots should be able to allow me to fix my own vehicle. So maybe not fuel, or maybe there's like a storage that I can do while I'm there. Like, if I want to store fuel or something, like storage units like you have on your trailers and stuff, I think we should be able to do that at the depots. So a couple of you told me, because I have not built or messed with the smaller depot, that the smaller depot does have more static stuff in the environment, like in the building itself, so it doesn't look as empty versus the large one, which I'm not sure why they would do that for one and not the other, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Like I said, they're going to be adding more to this game as they go, so I'm excited as to what comes out and, you know, what they focus on. But yeah, and again, a lot of you have given me suggestions about other games too, so I do appreciate that. I think the next one that I might dive into is American Truck Simulator, just because, number one, I have it. I bought it, I never played it. The only thing I played was the demo to make sure that, like, okay, this is something that I would like. I never got to really mess with it or set up the buttons and stuff, just because I'm so limited on time, and I really wanted to focus on the channel being Motortown for right now. And then once I got people interested in, like, my stuff, it's like, all right, well, then I'll expand out. You can't, with YouTube, you can't go crazy, right? You have to stick to one thing. If I started playing, like I said, a first-person shooter right now, that might only appeal to maybe 5%, if that, of the people that actually watch my content, and then it throws everything off. I've learned from past YouTube and other people that, like, the algorithm is a weird thing, and they really don't want you to expand out of your little niche until you basically have a following enough where people like you versus whatever you're playing, if that makes sense, right? Some people don't care about me, they just care about the game that I'm playing, right? And which is fine, but that hurts your channel. So like I said, I'm still in the infancy stages of this, so trying to do it the right way, I guess, if there is one, as much as possible. And YouTube always changes, so YouTube can be awesome and also awful at the same time. So, but so far, reporting on this trailer here, it's going well. It's not. I think I'm a little proud of myself, and I think I loaded it pretty good. So it doesn't tip over. I'm also not driving like a complete maniac, which helps. And it's, you know, it's working out pretty well. I forgot to turn my lights on. How dare I? So yeah, we're almost there. We're only about 1.5 miles away. So we'll just cruise in the rain a little bit. We'll get there. We'll unload. See how much of this pays out. I honestly don't even know what the cost is. I'm sure there's a contract for these, but I don't have enough, and I'm not doing any more. Even I only have 3 anyway, so not the end of the world. And again, I know $600,000 seems like a lot, but at the end of the day, It really isn't. Just because you can buy one vehicle and then all that's gone. So. Alright, guys. Finally made it to our destination. Not a very long ride, but, you know, long enough, I guess. I guess I can turn that off now. And, let's see where they want us to drop this thing off. Looks like just kind of in the middle of nowhere. Just an open parking lot, seems like. Alright, well. Guess I'm gonna back it in, even though I probably didn't have to do that, but I could practice my backing up abilities. $30K. Not bad. Not bad at all. So let me park that really quick. We'll run in and see. I believe it's 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes to build one. All right, well, that's plenty of time for me to change out these trailers and stuff. So, so I'm gonna do that. Change out the trailers, get the flatbed set up and everything. So give me 2 seconds and I'll come and we'll be right back. Once the Terra is built, ready to go, we'll get it loaded and then figure out where the hell it's even gonna go. So, uno momento, por favor. Well, while I'm waiting here, I was looking around and this is such a cool little like factory workshop. This is what the large depot should look like. And maybe they just rushed to get it out, but look, you got like a working fan. You have this desk here. You got like the little ladders, or give us the ability to buy this stuff, even if it's just to like place it there, because this just makes it look more alive. Same thing with like these little tool benches, right? Like this is all cool. This should be in allowed in our depots, our garage. So hopefully we can buy this kind of stuff in the future. I think that'd be awesome. I know it's limited to only like 50 things, which I'm fine with, but is this thing slowly getting built? No, it's always been sitting there. Never mind. But it's still cool. Like, it's just a pretty cool. You have pretty much all the pieces. So up, and there we go. All right, man, I should buy one, shouldn't I? I'm not. Nope. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. So let's see. Where's it going? I'm assuming, yeah, here. Yeah, but it doesn't tell you how much. Well, I guess it doesn't tell you the other ones either, so. All right, well, I guess that's where we're going to take it. It's a pretty decent drive. So. And it's going to be a night delivery, too. Oh, wow. Am I going to be able to get it up here? Oh, you have to be kidding me. No, it's got to be, right? This is just me being stupid. I'm just gonna... There we go. Oh, that's... that is... Yeah, I think putting it right that makes the most sense. Alright, well, she's on. This should make for an interesting ride for sure. I mean, it's barely on there. You would not be able to get this thing on without these adjustments here. The little add-ons, the lip. There's no way it would fit. Oh boy. I wish it would tell me how much everything weighs, but yeah. Definitely a wide load, and this is gonna be interesting for sure. But I'm glad I was actually able to knock this out and get this done, because like I said, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I wish these were a little bit easier to make so I could do these more often. Having two on there would be interesting. And again, I wonder how it's gonna be top heavy for sure, I would imagine. Gonna have to definitely take my time. Does it look like it's off kiltered already? Oh, you can't even see anything from that angle. As I'm all over the road. Look at this far angle. Holy cow. Yeah, that thing has a lot of weight, but oh my god. I completely blew through that because of I couldn't stop. And I'm stuck. Alright, well, that stinks. Oh no! You have to be kidding me. Oh. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Dude, what a disaster. Alright. Not the end of the world, I guess. So dumb. Whatever. Oh, of course you would. Of course you would. Are you... I swear to God. Okay, now let's try to pay attention. Of course I got cargo damage now because of that. Oh, that's my fault. So dumb. Oh well. Another lesson learned the hard way, unfortunately. Yeah, in total it says 15 miles, but that says 5, so I don't know. I guess because I gotta go around and down and all that trouble with the quarry. I'll probably stop for gas just in case. I probably won't need it, but overall it's not handling terrible. Again, if you drive right, should be fine. Who knows what the payout's gonna be? And I wonder, has anyone else done this delivery where it's besides the quarry? Is there anywhere else as this thing gets delivered? It would have been nice to maybe go to all the way to the northern part of the map with it. God, that was so, like, I'm so angry at myself for that. So stupid. The thing is very heavy though. Like way heavier than the coils for sure. Alright, well, I'm gonna do some cruising. Maybe I'll put some tunes on for you guys to listen to, or cut over there. I'm not sure yet. And we'll get this thing delivered and see how much it costs. Like I said, I'm kind of annoyed at the 1% cargo damage, but that's my own stupidity. So we'll have to just deal with it and then see what the payout is and see if all this was worth the headache. So I am going to stop really quick and get gas because I think... Let's see here. Yeah, otherwise I'm going to have to peel off to the right here for gas. And I don't feel like doing that. So we're going to get gas now. Just makes more sense. Hopefully I don't get stuck again, because that'll suck. Should... Yeah, there we go. Alright, but yeah, we do have quite a drive to get there. So, like I said, we'll either show up on scene or do some cruising and get there as soon as possible. So, you guys stay tuned, and we'll see how much this sucker pays out. Alright guys, we are almost to the quarry, and this has been a interesting route. Oh no. Just because I forgot about all the hills, and it's been a little rough for the Titan here. So, just because of the weight. Like, it definitely has struggled a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, on some of these hills here. So, if you're gonna do this with a semi or something, I definitely recommend stick shift, just because auto doesn't, you know, it bogs down going up, and then you lose all your momentum. Like, right now I'm not doing exactly stick shift, but I gotta hold out the gears, otherwise it'll, I know you could adjust the gearing if you want, but if you don't want to do all that just for one run and change it up too much, just, you know, hold out the gear and you should be okay. So, man, this is gonna be really tight here. Try to go to this outside view. May have to... There we go. Because I don't feel like flipping this thing over. I could probably technically drive this thing down, but for delivery purposes, I'll bring it down. Put that about right there. All right, let's back this thing off carefully. There we go. $80,000. Okay. 48 in safety, 33 in base payment. I think that's pretty damn good. All right, well, let's finish this video up. I want to take you over to my warehouse. We'll do a quick tour of that. And then show you kind of like what I updated. And then we'll see if we can get into any type of wrecking job just to kind of finish this off and see what we can get into. And then we will go from there. So stand by while we get over to our original warehouse on the main island so I can show you some quick little upgrades. Alright guys, so now we are officially over at the warehouse, and I wanted to show you, like I said, basically what I added. It's not a bunch, but it's just little things, right? Like, just so it looks more like an actual business. Again, not a lot. I know I made it out to probably be like, oh, like, look at all this stuff I added. Not a whole bunch, but I don't really know what else you can add in here. Anyway, well, because I want to get into a tow truck job, and I do have a decent amount of cash, I think what I'm going to do is get in the old Brutus here, and, let's do some upgrades to this thing, if I can. Yeah. Barely. Ooh, just squeaked in. Alright. Let's see. Parts, etc. Winch. So the front winch. 80K. Man. Do I need that much? No, but I got it, so why not, right? I'm rolling in dough now. Alright, so I have this one installed for the back. And I say we... $100,000. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Alright, so I did spot on the map that there is a Lilliput, which off the top of my head I don't know what that is exactly. But it's a rescue mission, rescue job. It's overturned, so we are gonna head over that way, get on scene, see what we're dealing with here. And then that way we can assess the situation and see how we can get that thing rescued. It says it's like 3 ton or 3.2 whatever, so it's not a huge vehicle. This thing should be able to do it no problem. But we're gonna head over there and assess the situation and get this thing resolved. So I will bring you guys back once we get back on scene. Alright guys, we are almost there, and yep, I see it. It looks like it's one of those tiny little, well, not tiny, but smaller buses, so... And it's not on its roof for once. That's awesome. Let's jump into third person. Alright, we got no one coming here, so... This shouldn't be bad, and I'm learning my mistakes from dealing with these buses. Now I know the motor in this thing is, I'm pretty sure it's in the rear end, so I'm gonna try to attach from the rear and keep all the wheels on the ground, because that's where I tend to, especially off-road, that's where I tend to get into some of the trouble here, so that should be fine. Throttle up a little bit here. Hook out. Yeah, it's not centered at all, so let's see, hook out. And we'll hook in. boom up, tilt down. All right, and that should be fine. So, let's see, we got all the wheels on it. Yeah, we should be good to go, at least to get it to the road. I know it's definitely not centered, but we should be okay. Oh, I do have 1% cargo damage, unfortunately, and I think that's just because of the hitting of the off-road rocks and stuff. So I'm going to get this over to the side of the road and then adjust it. As long as I go slow, that should be okay. And I think I know it's, like I said, it's not exactly centered, but we should be okay. So. Alright, let's go nice and slow. And we'll get this thing over to where it needs to go. Not very far, just down the road. We don't need to speed and fly and all that fun stuff. And also, too, guys, what I would like in the comments, let me know of any other future jobs that you may want to see on the channel for me to tackle. Because I'm always going to do rescue missions like this and towing missions and whatnot, but if there's any other type of delivery jobs that you want to see me do that you haven't seen yet, like I said, I know there's that whole off-road area that I really haven't touched on, so that's gonna come because I would like to explore that. I know the updates are still bringing new things, so as those come out, I will absolutely do that. I would like to have like one of those race cars built, because I know you can have one of those done and then deliver that. It's like a little indie looking car. I say indie, but yeah, open wheel kind of thing. I'm not against like those drift cars, right? But I don't really usually do that stuff, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. But I think you could do racing in this game as well. Like I said, I've never really dove too much into that. So who knows? There's plenty to do here in this game. So any suggestions that you want to throw out there, by all means. The more ideas, the better. And that will definitely help. That way you're getting what you want and I'm having fun doing it. And, you know, some I'll take and some I may not want to do and I won't do it. So it's kind of how it is. But we are here at Gosan Truck. And, like I said, quick little delivery mission, but I miss doing this stuff, man. This is a lot of fun. I like the tow truck jobs. It doesn't pay an incredible amount, but it's still just fun to do. So, all right. And then, boom, down. 11,000, and we did nothing. So, easy money, guys. Easy money for sure. Well, hey guys, that's going to do it for this episode. So we did a lot. I think it was a pretty fun episode. Finally got that Terra delivered. I'm definitely going to have to do some more things in the background so we can get more of those. Maybe buy my own. I don't know how far off we are on the next update, but like I said, based on the update, we got a lot of things coming that I'm looking forward to, like that multi-car carrier. That's going to be fun. And yeah, next couple episodes, just going to be delivering more things, trying to run some more product, making more cash, upgrading our stuff, and just keep things moving along. So thank you guys for watching. Again, I apologize for the lack of videos, or as quickly as I have been doing them. I'm working on it. And if you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you didn't, dislike, comment down below. I will respond to you guys as much as I possibly can. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you next time.